Something I didn't realize till I made part three, and this is part four. This one's here is going to be part four, which I'll get to in a minute. Let me read this, and then I'll tell you why I'm covering this story still, even though he's been arrested and the boy's been sent back home. But let me read this top part, and then I'll tell you why I'm still covering this story. Damn it all. Damn it all. He is just the sweetest, sexiest man in existence. I am disgusted by even saying that. I am too unbelievably blessed. No, you're a piece of shit. I love him so hecking much. Hecking much. You hear that, Frigger, okay? I love you, Lambie. So, let me tell you why I'm still covering this story, even though Hunter has been arrested and Evan has probably by now been sent back to his parents. Uh, the reason I'm covering this story is because it was easy for this guy to get away with what he did. And he's been talking to this kid for months on Twitter. And people on his side of Twitter and on this kid's side of Twitter did not say anything about these two making messages. Somebody you would think out of everybody that was watching their post, watching him post shit like this, and then the boy posting stuff back to him, you would think somebody would have said something. That's why I'm still covering this. Because, yes, this case is over until the court, and hopefully he gets 8 to 10 years, because he won't get life or anything, because, well, they just don't do that with a kidnapping. But he'll probably get 8 to 10 years. The sad thing is, 8 to 10 years, Evan, who is 13, will just turn 20, and it be in his 20s when this guy gets out of prison. And this guy's in his 20s now. So that shows you how young Evan is. Yeah. So the thing in the last video I made, and I didn't realize it until I got to part 3, which I want to cover it again here in part 4, because some people won't watch the other videos, so just watch this one and that's it. This guy thinks like he's a fox. It's like this kink he has where he's a fox. It's weird. And he always calls the boy, the 13-year-old boy, a lamb. And I didn't think about it till part 3, that he's based like a fox will eat a lamb because the fox is the predator to the lamb. Like the lamb's going to run because the fox is coming after it. So this dude was the predator to this 13-year-old lamb, which is named Evan, who is back home with his parents, and hopefully his fucking parents will pay a little more attention to his internet usage. But let me read what it says down here from Mello, whoever that is. 13 years isn't even long enough to have a high school graduation. You're robbing this kid of his future by doing this. You need help. He needs help. Running off into the wind isn't going to do that. If you genuinely care about his well-being, let him go and turn yourself in. He did not let him go. He did not turn himself in. They ended up getting caught at a gas station, I believe is where this happened. And he was arrested, and it was brought probably back to the police department, and then later on sent back home to be with his parents, where hopefully his parents broke every freaking thing in his room that can get online, because that's what should have happened. So, yeah. So that's why I'm still covering the story, because there could be other kids that people like this guy are doing this to right now. There are. I'm sure there is. 100% there is. Parents need to watch every tiny, itsy bitsy, little bitty thing their kids do online. Whether it pisses their kids off or not, check it any fucking way.